northwest Harris County. A driver loses control after he's shot, slamming into the side of this house. Police say the victim was targeted at the mall and then followed. As Local 2's Nefertiti Jacquez tells us, the crooks were after his brand new high-dollar shoes.
Well, this is still a very active scene behind me. Take a look right here. This is where authorities say that young man was shot and nearly killed over a pair of Jordans, the ones you see right there in that plastic bag.
These things should happen. But unfortunately, that's what's going on in this world now. So.
Joe Camarillo was holding back tears after learning a young man crashed his car into his home after deputies say the victim was shot over the new Air Jordans.
Don't get back. Stay back.
It happened just before lunchtime. Joe says his neighbor's son and his friend had just finished purchasing some Retro 11 Breds seen here and were headed back home. Investigators say they were being followed by two other men in a green-colored car. Once the victims pulled into the neighborhood, police say the suspects tried robbing them of their Jordans before opening fire.
It's shaking me up because of my neighbor's son. I think of him as my own son, I'm sorry, but, yeah.
The married father tells us his neighbor's son managed to jump out of the vehicle without getting hit. But sadly, police say the driver was shot in the head.
What's this world coming to? It doesn't make sense.
Joe, who wasn't home at the time, says he is grateful his wife is okay, especially because she was in the kitchen when the bullet started flying and the car careened right into the home and severed a gas line.
I'd say she escaped death today. And it bothers me.
The fact that a young man may die over some basketball sneakers also bothers Joe.
Hopefully he'll make it through.
Meantime, witnesses are still being questioned here about what they saw because authorities are trying to gather as much information as they can to try to get a very good description of the shooter and his accomplice. We're in northwest Harris County. Nefertiti Jacquez, KPRC, Local 2.
And right now, police are still looking for those suspects. They were driving a green-colored car. If you know anything about this, you are urged to give Crime Stoppers a call at 713.